All right. 3 more spots available if you would like to be a juror. Hello, Kim. Good day, unbiased. Good to see you. Three more spots available. Thank y'all for grabbing y'all daily heart means.
Well, don't look so serious. Damn, do something.
Just looking for 3 more jurors and then we will continue on with the case. I just want to make sure that we do have a panel full of jurors.
Okay, him. I feel like that too, him. Good morning, him. I feel like that too, him. Good morning, him. I feel like that too.
Good morning.
Michelle, you echoing.
Shell, are you here to be a juror?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Okay, and then one more. Thank y'all for helping with the goal. Okay. Siobhan?
Good morning, good day.
Good day. Are you here to be a juror?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I am placing myself on the docket for the incident that did happen last week, just a few days ago. There is a creator on the app by the name of Shaded that wanted to have a conversation with me. And the way I handled the conversation, I would like for you guys to hear it for yourself. Okay.
Now, do you hear how that comes off? Like, what? Damn. This ain't no, like, small little, oh, I like you, no bigger, small little argument. That's my real life, like, shit that I'm still working through. You know what I mean? Did she drop? I can't see her in the box. Is she still up here?
Well, no, I'm still here. Just those are your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have every right to your feelings.
But do you understand what I'm saying, though? No.
So your feelings is not meant for me to understand. And I think that's where underlying issues come about. Those are your feelings and you have a right to them. So all I can do is sit and listen. And I'm okay with that.
Mel, do you hear how that comes off, like, woman to woman? And
I'm literally acknowledging your feelings and that I'm saying you are entitled to your feelings. So what was I supposed to say after that?
Well, if I were you, I would just, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That's not how I meant it. I didn't mean to say that your essay is entertainment. That's what I would have said.
Now, so no, the reason why I'm asking that is because what no one has been acknowledging for the past 3 years is that my platform has...
Silent Angel, can you mute? I think they hear you.
That's the part where, so the disconnect...
I am muted, y'all. No,
Yeah,
you wasn't.
I tried to turn off her mic. It wouldn't let me. I hit it 3 times. Is I keep getting singled out for recapping, talking like everybody else recap and talk. So what you're saying to me is like, well, Billy, you talked about my situation. You're singling me out. And my reaction, most would deem is wrong. Oh, how dare you react that way, Billy? You're wrong. I'm wrong for feeling singled out. Your feelings are your feelings. And as I'm listening, all I can think of, I spoke on this Sunday, which means other people talked about it. And now it is my time to talk about it. Single me out for talking about it. So because that is not understood, all I can say is you are entitled to your feelings, Shady. But it does become troublesome for me that I keep getting singled out for doing exactly what everybody else does.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I said the wording you used is, you said this is entertainment.
Okay, so Shada, do you know that this will be the second time somebody told me how I need to talk? In 2 days, this will be the second. This is literally how the clip, is. And just so y'all can see, the playback speed is on normal. And I'll turn it up so y'all can hear it better. At the time, someone has said that.
Okay, well, I don't know about the first time. I'm only speaking about myself, and I'm only speaking about my situation. And I would love to keep this conversation very respectful, because like I said, I have no issue with you. I'm just trying to let you see a different side of what you're saying.
No, I understand that because I don't want this to turn left. No, I can feel it turning left because I didn't respond. The first thing is you acknowledge that I didn't.
The audience is asking that I started over. Would y'all like to rehear it from the beginning?
I mean, go ahead. It won't hurt us.
Yeah, because it is kind of fast.
I can try to put it on the second speed that's underneath of it. Maybe it'll be better. Okay.
Damn. This ain't no like small little, oh, I don't like you, no bigger, small little argument. That's my real life, like shit that I'm still working through. You know what I mean? Did she drop? I can't see her in the box. Is she still up here?
Well, no, I'm still here. Just those are your feelings. And you have every right to your feelings.
Okay, so in the audience, they're asking to make it normal, but it sounds too fast if I put it on normal. So normal, it may be a little too fast, but okay, that's saying now it's too slow. So we do understand that I can only put it on the speed. 1.5 will make it faster. I had it on normal. It wasn't sped up.
I just think we all should just be quiet and listen to the clip. Like, she's adjusted it 2 times, y'all. The 2 times that she just had it on, it slowed it down. When it's normal, for some reason, this clip is fast for some reason. So that's why she adjusted the speed for y'all the first time. Don't forget to tap the live. Don't forget to hit that live go as well, y'all.
Yep, keep it on normal, Bells.
Yeah, keep it where it's at, Bella. I think if they want, just tell them where they can go see it if they want to play it fast.
Okay. So I will start it over again from the beginning. But this is on normal speed now.
Damn. This ain't no like small little, oh, I don't like you, no bigger, small little argument. That's my real life, like shit that I'm still working through. You know what I mean? Did she drop? I can't see her in the box. Is she still up here?
Well, no, I'm still here. Just those are your feelings. And you have every right to your feelings.
But do you understand what I'm saying though? Because no.
So your feelings is not meant for me to understand, and I think that's where underlying issues come about. Those are your feelings, and you have a right to them. So all I can do is sit and listen, and I'm okay with that.
Mel, do you hear how that comes off like woman to woman? Like
I'm literally acknowledging your feelings, and that I'm saying you are entitled to your feelings. So what was I supposed to say after that?
Well, if I were you, I would just, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That's not how I meant it. I didn't mean to say that your essay is entertainment. That's what I would have said. Now,
so no, the reason why I'm asking that is because what no one has been acknowledging for the past 3 years is that my platform has once again only get singled out for doing what every other platform does. That's the part where, so the disconnect is I keep getting singled out for recapping, talking like everybody else recap and talk. So what you're saying to me is like, well, Bella, you talked about my situation, you're singling me out, and my reaction, most would deem is wrong. Oh, how dare you react that way, Bella, you're wrong. I'm wrong for feeling singled out. Your feelings are your feelings, and as I'm listening, all I can think of, I spoke on it Sunday, which means other people talked about it, and now when it's my time to talk about it, single me out for talking about it. So because that is not understood, all I can say is you are entitled to your feelings, Shady. But it does become troublesome for me that I keep getting singled out for doing exactly what everybody else does.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I said the wording you used is, you said this is entertainment. And
okay, so Shada, do you know that this will be the second time somebody told me how I need to talk? In 2 days, this will be the second time someone has said that.
Okay, well, I don't know about the first time. I'm only speaking about myself, and I'm only speaking about my situation. And I would love to keep this conversation very respectful, because like I said, I have no issue with you. I'm just trying to let you see a different side of what you're saying.
No, I understand that because I don't want this to turn left. No, I can feel it turning left. Because I didn't respond. The first thing is you acknowledge that I didn't respond the way that you expected me to respond. So at this point, anything that I say to you, because it's not the response you're looking for, this conversation, I heard how you feel, and I said you're entitled to how you feel. But anything else, I'm just going to allow you to speak how you feel, and I'm gonna stay on mute, and then I will dismiss myself.
First, let's not say that, because I'm actually not upset with you. I'm not upset, and in this moment, I was really just trying to have a conversation woman to woman, just so you could see the other side of it, because I do think that this goes deeper. I'm not speaking about some catty argument that is entertaining. I'm not talking about something like, okay, messy talk versus drama talk. That's just a catty argument. That's not what I'm speaking about. I'm speaking about people's real life things that are happening that should not be spoke about, and definitely should not be spoke about from an entertainment point of view, because I don't feel there's anything entertaining about someone's essay story. And then to hear you say, even if you don't come to court, we're still going to talk about it. And after you say that, I have to ask something. So what is entertaining about discussing people's life to the point where it's like, it's that's rape? What's entertaining about that? You're not talking about it to bring awareness. You're not talking about it to say, I can't think of another way of why you would even want that to be entertainment, but to me, that's not entertainment. And then you said that other people had spoke about it. No one else was speaking about my essay story. Nobody was saying that it was entertainment. And this conversation is not to be an argument. I was really just trying to talk to you one-on-one so you can see a different side. That you choose what you do. Now, yes, there's so much drama that happens on this app that is entertaining, that is just light drama, that is just, oh, that's mess. But some of this stuff goes deep for us. It's our personal life. And then to say it's entertainment and to be dismissive of what I'm trying to say when I'm speaking as respectfully as I can, it is making me look at you like what I said just don't matter. Because you brought up someone else has told you what to talk about, and I don't even know what you're talking about when you say that. Because the only thing I said was, there are certain situations that are not entertainment. And personally, I don't think that they should be spoke about. But even if they are being spoke about, let's give some resources. Let's give some, some understanding, and I'm really trying to keep it together, because I do think that this can be bigger. This can be a better opportunity. We can both understand each other, what we're saying. We can, grow from this conversation. I don't want it to be something negative.
So yeah, no, so Shada, I definitely don't want it to be negative. And again, I genuinely, I hate that you felt the way that you feel. But I literally, I don't know what else there is to say.
All right, you can kiss my ass, bitch. Have a nice day. And all y'all that came up in here for her, y'all can leave too. Have a nice day. And you should go ahead and lock me down. That's some crazy shit to say to somebody. How the fuck are you dismissing about rape? Bitch, you need help and Jesus quickly. Got the nerve to be up in here crying because you're getting dropped, but somebody pouring their heart out to you, telling you what you're saying is hurtful and what you're saying is so disrespectful to people's life. And say it's not entertainment, and I'm trying to be respectful, and I'm trying to say it as kindly as I can, and you're still dismissing it, but you cried for a week because people were dropping you. I can clearly see why they dropped your ass now, because bitch, you are a bitch. You're literally evil. Because how the fuck don't you understand what I literally just said? All you give a fuck about is yourself, Bella, and it's ugly. It's real ugly. Because I was real fucking kind. Very, very respectful. You cried for a week over being dropped. But I'm telling you, our personal life, rape is not your entertainment. It shouldn't even be spoke about. Especially when all you give a fuck about is entertaining people. What is entertaining about someone's fucking life that they're still working through? Therapy, dealing with the fucking police and court and all of that shit. What the fuck is entertaining about that? This right here was an opportunity for you to say, okay, I understand what you're saying. Maybe I will pick my court cases a little more carefully. That's all I wanted. But you're too fucking selfish to understand that what you don't give a fuck about nobody. As long as that goddamn seat is full at accountability court, then you're not accountable for shit. Because we all know you don't recap your goddamn self. But let's put your shit on accountability court and see if it's still if it's fucking entertainment. Bella, you're a fucking weirdo. And you're damn sure not no fucking girl's girl. So you need to stop pretending you are. You're dismissive, you're disrespectful, and you need fucking help. Because again, like I said, speaking about people's SA, people's real life, that shit ain't entertaining. And then to keep saying that you're going to continue to talk about it even if they're not there, it's fucking crazy. Because what the fuck is entertaining about somebody getting raped? Because I don't see it. When there's so many other things you can fucking talk about. You are a weirdo. And I pray you never say another fucking word to me. Because I promise I won't say shit to you ever again.
Hey, Bella.
Okay, and then it stops there.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm going to excuse myself from this case, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
And I also want to know, because she keep on saying this entertainment stuff, like, do you have an audio or a video of where you said it was entertainment? Because I've yet to hear in that recording of it saying you saying it was entertainment.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is apologize for the way I handled the situation with Shaded. So I want to start there. And the purpose of y'all listening to the clip is not for me to try to make excuses, because there is no excuses for how I handled her, how I spoke to her. So there's no excuses for me. I'm literally throwing my hands up and making it clear I was 100% in the wrong. Hold on, I think someone else is. Britt, are you here to be the juror?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'd like to drop as well. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bella, I can ask you a question.
Yes.
The clip you just played, when did that take place?
This happened Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
The missing, are you here to be a juror? The missing, do you know you in the panel? Okay.
So I'll say this, Bella, in short, like the apology was cool, but I don't feel like the apology needs to happen to us. I mean, because Shaded did come to you as a woman. So I feel like if it is an apology to be had, you need to go to her as a woman like she came to you.
Understood. I am blocked, but I did make it clear that I am willing to give her the apology and her platform where the conversation did happen. But I wanted to make sure I apologized here because I spoke on the situation here. And I want to be transparent. I do not recall ever speaking on that situation pertaining to her, but she said that I did, and that's enough. I will take her word for it. It happened here. I was wrong for it. It shouldn't have happened. So I don't want to come off like I'm making excuses.
So are you admitting to saying it was entertaining? Because that clip didn't. So are you admitting to saying it was entertainment?
For context purposes, someone in the audience last week said that they wanted a new judge for Sundays. And I paused and said, y'all do know that this is not real. This is why I stopped wearing the judge robe, because y'all don't understand that this is for entertainment. I'm not a real judge. So when I said this is for entertainment, I was addressing a comment that was said about me being a judge and them wanting a new judge. And I was like, but see, I don't operate as a judge because this is not real. And she said she did not appreciate me saying that because real situations have came and been spoken about in here. And she gave her situation as the example.
This is why clarity is everything. This is why clarity is everything. Now, you dumb assholes down here in this comment, you see how she said she didn't say it related to that conversation, but she has said it in the past. Like, so it's very important to ask questions for clarity, because it's being said like she said it directly to that situation, and she didn't.
So, no, but I understand why she took it that way. Because she said that I spoke to her situation as a court case, and I'm saying that court is entertainment, that's why she received it that way, rightfully so. And I was wrong.
Bella?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. So when this occurred, is this a recent issue that has actually occurred in the last, so and so weeks, or have you spoken about this prior? or have you not spoken about it at all? Because I'm trying to actually get, like, did you speak about it literally prior and she's upset, or have you spoken about her thing at all?
Okay, so no, apparently this happened a year ago. And again, because I feel like the more I talk, it's coming off like excuses, and I don't want that. The bottom line for me is that I handled the conversation wrong. She did not deserve that. And I just don't want for my response to come off like I'm once again being dismissive. So the more questions that's, to be honest, as the jurors, I didn't expect y'all to ask questions as far as the when, the where, because it's coming off like I'm trying to justify.
Do you know why I'm asking, Bella? Because it did come off how you spoke to her did come off dry. That's the only reason why I'm asking if it's recent or not, because it came off like you didn't give a fuck. I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm just saying the way you spoke, the way it comes off listening, it does come off a bit dry. So that's why I'm asking, like, what's the scenario? Like, when did it happen, etc., etc. Just because I wanted to know if it was old or new. That's all.
Apparently, I talked about it a year ago, but the only thing that I could recall a year ago was her fallout with a guy named Good Yellow on the app. I don't remember discussing such a situation like that. I don't. So it didn't register that it just didn't register. So the bottom line, because she said what I spoke to, I should have been receiving of what she said. That's the bottom line of it. She said that I spoke on it and had a court case about it, and I was wrong.
Okay, so my only thing is that even if you were dismissive in that moment, one, you were put on the spot. Two, I felt like, you were answering to something that you didn't even have the full information at that time, is how I'm taking it, of why this conversation was happening. Is that correct?
Okay, but understand that I didn't want her to feel like right now, how we're asking questions, I didn't want to do that to her. Because then I feel like I would have been opening up a conversation of, okay, so when did this court case happen? What I would have been asking questions, and I did not feel like it was appropriate to do so. I just did, but either way, I still handled it inappropriate regardless. The only thing I could do was apologize that it happened, but I did not do that in that moment.
Why didn't you want to have the conversation with her? Because I think that was her main point, was she said, I'm trying to have a conversation woman to woman.
Bella, did you feel at the time that you did something wrong? Or it was something that, it was just a regular thing, a regular conversation? Did you feel you did something wrong at that time?
At the time, no. Processing what happened and how it made her feel, that was enough for me to realize I was wrong. So just because I didn't think I was in the moment doesn't mean that I wasn't. I was. Any other jurors, Miss Not Like Most, is there anything you would like to ask?
I think that there somehow, some way, even if you have to go through BK just to give her an apology for that incident, for how you handled it on that panel. And I think that everything can be forgiven. To me today, you seem humble, and you seem that you are taking accountability for what happened that day. And that's all you can do. And you need to move forward from that.
Okay. Britt, did you have a question or a statement?
No, Bella, I'm still listening.
Bella, I know that a lot has came behind this, and You got a lot going on, girl. How your mental?
I'm fine. And that's another thing that I want to apologize for, because Shada is the one who was hurt in this situation. So it comes off disrespectful. I'm the one who offended her. I'm the one who hurt her. So I don't get to sit in the moment and then make it about me. So I'm asking that y'all keep the focus on my wrong.
Okay, so if you know it's a wrong, Bella, you made a public apology. Why even making it a case? You making it a public apology. You really don't want us asking certain questions. Why make it a case? Just make it a public apology.
She made a case because a lot of the people that support her are stating that she does not put herself in the hot seat. And so today she's doing that. Today she's taking accountability. And that's why she's doing this today, is to put herself in the hot seat instead of everybody else on the app.
Is she really putting herself in the hot seat, though, if she is not allowing jurors to ask certain questions?
Okay, so I want to be clear to my supporters, to the audience. I do not mind y'all asking certain questions. I just want to be adamant that I'm not making excuses for the way I handled the situation with her. I just want to keep being clear on just that. I don't mind y'all asking the questions. So I don't want there to be any confusion or a misunderstanding. So yes, ask y'all questions. I don't mind.
So she's saying ask questions to make her accountable and not ask questions to
make it look like I'm making excuses. I don't want that.
Exactly. I get it.
Okay.
So Bella, moving forward, is there any cases or if you're having a case, is there anything that's off limits from here on forward?
I'm glad you asked that question. I honestly was going to ask y'all that myself. There was a conversation that was had amongst multiple creators. $2, she posed a great point. So who are we to determine what's too far? Because she gave an example of if her dog is talked about, she's going to feel away. So I'm concerned simply because I'm literally recapping everything that's discussed. But if everyone feels like what's being discussed is a problem, I don't know where it puts me at, if I would be here at all.
That's what I was getting ready to say. You ain't gonna have a show.
So I'm at a standstill. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so for me, I think if it has something to do with real life outside the app, we leave it alone. But if it has something to do, if we get into arguments on this app, or we get into disputes on this app, or we do some stupid shit on this app, we talk about those things. But real life, we leave that alone.
But okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. This is where the problem lies, where they are in the middle of a conversation amongst each other. The conversations are turned personal. The digs are turned personal. So now I am put in a position, if I was to go with that choice, this will be my last show.
Agree.
Because the other cases that I do have are real life. So this would literally be my last show if I was to take that suggestion.
What you mean? Like it's real life, like outside the app? Like talk about people's real life outside the app, or is something that happened on the app that doesn't have nothing to do with their life outside the app? Like explain that to me. I'm sorry.
Okay. So when people are bringing I wouldn't even say people are bringing, when people find out other people's information, bring it to the app. We've seen it happen. We've seen people talk about people being removed from their homes, or just simple situations that was personal that they brought to the app as as a dig. But I do want to be clear. No, SA is not content. Domestic violence is not content. No, neither one is content. But then I cannot sit here and say that, okay, well, someone being evicted from their home is content, because that's sensitive to them, especially if they have children. Because not only are we talking about them being homeless, you're talking about their children being homeless. It's a lot of different conversations that would just have to be shut down.
I mean, Bella, I ain't being funny or nothing when I say this, but it's people out here paying y'all for this, the whole, to talk about the shit that y'all talk about.
I don't see why it's a problem. If everybody else discussing it, why can't you discuss it?
And I apologize. Like I am sorry for the young lady and that happened to her. But as listening to it, okay, I did have another question. So in the original series, did you talk about her SA part? Like, did you say, oh, you were laughing at it or something like that? Like,
I'm sitting here telling y'all I do not recall speaking on it. I don't even remember it being mentioned, and I'm being truthful, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. I just want to make sure I'm not saying that she is lying, nothing, because I don't want that to be a narrative put out there. She said it happened, and that's enough for me. But I genuinely don't remember that being discussed at all.
Bella, but aren't there always clips? You guys always have clips for everything all the time. There's always a clip. There's always a clip. You guys don't have it. There's no clip in regards to this matter at all. It just seems odd that there's no clip of you. Or like, I'm not saying that it did or did not happen. I'm just saying there's no clip. So there's nothing to back you up to say that you did or did not. Do you know what I mean?
My point exactly. Like,
Answer the
Bella
question.
drop want to come up. I'm a drop and I request back for her to come up. She want to say something.
yeah, and I'll just say this, Bella, like, I feel like as far as your platform go, you need to stop always addressing people about how you want your platform to go. I think me and you had this conversation, and you also thought that in that moment that I didn't like you. No, Bella, these motherfuckers is motherfucking sharks. So when you in the fucking Shark Tank, you need to fucking put your balls on sometimes and tell a motherfucker, fuck you, bitch, I'ma run it like how I want to. That's all I was saying. And in this moment, like, you apologize. It's time to say I apologize, fuck y'all, and move on. Like, when does that happen? And I'm a girl, fuck y'all. Y'all been saying y'all been on my coochie here all morning. This loud ass thick chick, bitch, you been on my coochie here, bitch. I don't even know y'all. Like, I don't know y'all. But y'all stay down here in this chat saying my name. Shut your bitch ass up.
Hi, Bella.
That's all I'm saying, Bella. Stand on your shit. However you gonna stand on this, you apologize. Okay, cool. As far as what I'm gonna do what the fuck you want to do on your platform like every fucking body else does.
Hi, Bella. Thank you for letting me up. I won't be long. I just want to make a couple of points as I've been.
I apologize, Drop. Before you said anything, so the YouTube clip was sent to me. It says Good Yellow versus Shaded. Okay, so I just, as I mentioned, I do remember the Good Yellow and Shaded incident, but I do not recall talking about her situation. I'm trying to be sensitive to the word essay, but it's a 47-minute clip. So I don't, this is why I said I don't want to have it. I don't know what to do.
I want to say something real quick and let
you ask the individual who sent it,
hello,
they know where you
hello.
said it's for entertainment. She's trying to get this clip, but if it got in there where Bella says it's for entertainment, maybe she can just play that part. I know what Bella was saying. She don't want to play the clip. So if you could just get where you say it's for entertainment, that's it, Bella.
Okay, so for the person that sent it to me, can you find the part where I said it was for entertainment?
I don't think it even matters. 1 minute they say they want you to take accountability. You've taken accountability. Now they want to go back to, I don't know. I just want to say this, Bella. As a person who has been consistent here, even when they try to take you down, you should use your moral fortitude and not compare yourself to what other panels do. Because as you see, other panels can do certain things, but for you, they will consistently take you down. So you have to move a little more wiser. What other people doing don't matter. Okay? SA should not be addressed. And I have seen you avoid certain topics, but SA is one that you should not touch at all, because that's people's real life. I'm going to make 2 points. If we look at how it affects Rizzy, as people talked about SA on these panels, if we look at the change that we saw in HB, a lot of y'all don't know HB. HB was not the HB that we know right now. What triggered and changed HB is people talking about her essay with Black Chicago. That's why we got the HB that we have now. So we need to be sensitive to that topic. Domestic violence and SA should not be taught. And I said that about domestic violence. We're having this same conversation. And I said it about FWA. I told y'all, do not touch those things. They're too sensitive. So you pick your panel. Fuck everybody else's panel. Choose your panel and move on a moral integrity. If they want to do it, let them do it. But they're not going to take anybody else down like they have been trying to take you down for years. Just remember that. I'll see y'all later.
Let me say this.
Thank you. I'm not like most.
I'm sorry, Drop. You finished?
I'm done.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, I just want to say this. How are we going to know about it unless somebody brings it to the app? Why can't certain people talk about it, but other people can't, like Drop said? I mean, it is ridiculous. Don't bring it to the app. That's that. Everything can't be off limits. So what is it going to be next time? Somebody got picked up or arrested for, pharmaceutical use. We're not going to touch that because they can get 40 years. Give me a break.
I think she just specified what topics you should stay away from, and she didn't say that.
That's not what I'm trying to say. Like Bella said, soon she's not going to have a show if she can't talk about stuff, and plus she doesn't bring it out. You know what I'm saying? No, SA should not be brought to this app at all. If it happened to you, keep it to yourself or go to a group in your city or something and talk about it. But this is the worst place to talk about it.
Yeah, but she didn't bring it to the app. She didn't bring it to the app.
Yeah, her ex brought it to the app. And so at that point, I do think that people that's bringing something that dramatic to the app should be dropped out the panel. Now, the rest of this shit is free for all. But those 2 subjects, I do think should not be talked about on the app.
Yeah, and she didn't bring it to the app, so it was brung to the app out of malice intent. So when something like that was brung out of malice intent, like, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't even touch somebody's essay story or anything. So for you to even say that, I feel like it's null and void. Can I finish? It don't matter. She didn't bring it to the app. Can I finish? I'll let you finish, ma'am. She didn't bring it to the app. She didn't bring it and open up the womb for the app to dig deep in it. Somebody else did, re-victimizing her again.
Bella, can you let Barb up?
Okay.
Drop for Barb.
Okay.
Good morning.
Hey, Barb, how you doing?
Good. How you look good.
Thank you.
You look innocent, but you're not.
No.
No, I'm being funny, like you dress. You know how people dress for court. So, can I give you a suggestion? I'm listening to it in my live. I'm streaming you. What I suggest is you drop this whole panel and have a one-on-one with Shady. Nobody can tell you how Shady feel but Shady. This is not a I'm guilty, I'm wrong, I'm what. Sometimes people just misspeak, like drop the panel and have a conversation with Shady, because right now it looks stupid. It's weird, Nobody on this panel, including myself, can speak for Shaded. Shaded only can speak for Shaded. Y'all have that one-on-one and y'all get to that ground, and then you will truly understand what matters. That's just a great suggestion. You don't need no jury for this shit. You need to go right to the source. Y'all had this conversation, get it the fuck over with, and let's move on. That's it.
And I don't
I think I kind of said that earlier.
Can somebody go get Shaded?
I'm finna fly right over there right now. You say less. Okay. Y'all look good though, but I'm gone.
Bella, I think when you're going to have this conversation, I think someone suggested that you turn off the comments as well. If you're going to have this conversation, I think it needs to be personable. So I think you should turn off the comments, take everyone out, including myself, and do your thing. But I will also be here to watch.
Thank you. I'm dropping.
I agree, and I appreciate your accountability.
Okay. Thank you. All right. All right, one moment. Frankie, how you doing?
What up, sis? How you doing?
Finding yourself?
I'm doing good. Let me ask you a couple of questions, okay?
Okay.
All right. In this situation right here, Bella, where do you feel like you stood wrong at?
For the way that I dismissed her feelings.
Okay.
For not listening to the conversation. I didn't listen to understand what she was saying. I listened defensively. I was wrong for that.
Okay. All right. So you understood where you stood wrong at, right?
Yes.
All right, Bella. You know I love you, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to ask you this. How many times have they said that they felt that way when you've talked to them?
Who?
The people here. Haven't we been at this road before where they felt that you were dismissive, you didn't listen, they felt like you didn't take accountability? All right. So now I'm going to follow it up with this. What can you do different, Bella?
Instead of listening to the conversation, listening to the conversation defensively. I do struggle with that. But more so listening to understand. So that way I can be receptive to other people's feelings and not just my own. Willing to have conversation rather than running from the conversations, rather than avoiding the conversations. But most importantly, making sure that my actions do not harm other people.
Okay. All right. Is that truly how you want to do it going forward?
Yes, I do. That's why I said I feel like I'm at a standstill, because I cannot determine now how the next person, whatever it is that they may discuss or talk about, might not make them feel away. So I just have to figure that one out.
All right. I love you. And we'll talk about it.
I love you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you?
I'm finding yourself.
I'm getting there. Bella, let me tell you something, and I want you to listen to me and listen to me carefully, right? Now, if Shaded does not want to have this conversation with you, okay, I want you to be prepared for that. Because at the end of the day, she said what she had to say, and she's hurt. I know how that hurts, okay? So at the end of the day, you have to be prepared if she does not want to have this conversation with you. And if she does not want to have this conversation with you, you got to be prepared to say what you got to say and move on. Because once something comes out and we are hurt, you can't make me have a conversation with you. No matter how bad you're hurting. She's hurting. No matter how bad you're hurting and she's hurting, you cannot make her have this conversation. So if Barb go get her and she doesn't come back, you got to be at this point, Bella. You got to say what you mean what you say. Put on your big girl underwears, and I'm gonna say like Dr. Duchess always would say, walk through the storm and keep it moving.
And I will. Yes, ma'am.
All right. You have a good day, okay?
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Good morning, Bella.
Good day, Chastity. How are you?
You doing okay today?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Okay. I would like to know, how do you feel?
I'm fine.
You know, the reason why I came up here, and I really don't make appearances that much, because you know how I feel about me being avoided on some issues. But I will tell you this, sometimes ego is a silent passenger in relationships. Do you realize that?
Yes, ma'am.
The reason why I say that is because a lot of times we get in our own way. You're not always going to be able to please everybody. And you can't always take on everybody's luggage, baggage, and feelings. But to emphasize or be empathetic with somebody is a gift. Some people get it later in life. Some people get it mid-life. Some people get it through a midlife crisis. In this aspect, looking at yourself and looking at your surroundings and the things that you value about you, would you not also value that about another woman?
Yes, ma'am.
It's okay to be you, but to sit in somebody else's shoes, I'm going to show you how that look like. On this internet, once you're exposed, you're exposed. They can go back and repeat that. They can say it again. So in those stretches, how you get a stretch and then you go back and re-stretch it again, it becomes another open wound. So as many times as we expose that open wound gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And sometimes it pierces us for a lifetime. In your aspect, when you're having a platform, you have to understand that you're platforming certain situations that's never going to be able to be unplatformed again. And you have to use that, what is it called, that discernment you first started talking about? You have to use that discernment in order to really work through certain issues and see if that's something you even want your platform to be contacted with. You understand what I'm saying? In that issue with Shady, it was a lot of stuff that came out, not just essay. It was a lot of stuff that came out with how somebody took away some of her choices and she wasn't ready to face that. A lot of times when we have to face ourselves, that's accountability. You can't wear everybody's burdens, but it don't cost nothing to apologize. And first, apologize to yourself. That's all I'm saying. Have a great morning, Bella.
You too. Thank you. I appreciate that message.
Good morning, Bella.
Good day.
They always talk about accountability. You hold it. Sometimes you have to accept it, sometimes you don't. But y'all gotta look at this, people. Sometimes the monster get pointed out when it comes to these lives and things like that. Look who y'all was talking about, Good Yellow. He has numerous of victims on here. She ain't the only one now. Maybe it brought it to the forefront. I'm sorry. I see this a whole totally different way. It's a couple of women that got issues about this man. He's a fucking monster. Y'all got as victims. Y'all
I'm gonna stop it right there, though. Respectfully, I want to keep it on the issue at hand. I don't want to do that to her. I don't want to do that.
Literally just get ready to come and say that. This is not about that. I feel like this is about you. This is about you. You holding yourself accountable. Okay? So the questions I asked you, the reason why I asked you those questions is so that you won't have this fork in the road again. What do Bella feel like she has to do going forward? Not what the people think you have to do. What do you feel like you have to do? And if you're at a standstill in that, Bella, you can't come here and try to figure that out. You got to sit with yourself and you have to figure that out for you. Because remember, Bella, that forgiveness is for you. Shaded might not be ready right now to forgive you for the way you made her feel. And like Roro said, you have to be ready to sit in that. But you also got to learn to forgive yourself so you won't keep coming off this way. Because if you don't learn to forgive yourself and learn how to stand in it and learn how to stand on business in it, you're always going to have this fork in the road and you're always going to have this conversation. So you got to learn to say, hey, if I fucked up, I'm sorry. And you got to stand on that sorry. You can't double back because somebody didn't agree with the way you said it or somebody didn't like this way. You stand on it and you learn how to do it better. That's all you can do. When you know better, you do better. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so you stand on that. This is not where you have to ask people, what do you have to do? You got to figure out what you got to do. You got to figure that out for Bella. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
And I didn't want to have this conversation with you on here. You know that. You know that. I don't like that. But I also see what it is. I also see what's going on here. And I see that, Shaded right down there. Go ahead and talk to her. I see her right down in the comments. Let me get down.
Okay. Hello, Shaded.
Hey, Bella.
So I want to make sure that I had the conversation with you where the situation happened at. And I'll wait because it says you're on Teacup.
Right. It's because people are calling me.
Okay. So, Shada, I apologize that I covered a serious situation, a very hurtful situation pertaining to you, and you did not deserve that. I'm sorry for the way that I made you feel when you tried to talk to me. I'm sorry that I was not open to the conversation. I didn't hear you. I didn't receive you, and I was wrong. You didn't deserve the way that I talked to you, the way that I made you feel. You didn't deserve any of that. And you did not deserve to have it broadcasted here in front of many people. I'm truly sorry for what I did.
I appreciate your apology, Bella.
Going forward, this situation, I will say that no, SA is not entertainment. Domestic violence is not entertainment. It's not. It's hurtful. It's demeaning. And no woman should have to relive what she's been through.
Thank you for saying that. sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. Yeah, I don't know. I just I was listening to what people were saying, and I was reading the comments earlier, and I know this is the internet, and that's not your fault. That what other people say, it's not your fault. I get that, and I don't expect you to change your court or how you handle things. I can't expect that from you.
It's a valuable lesson to be mindful.
Thank you.
Very mindful of what I say and what I bring here, because just because it may be entertaining to one, and again, SA is not entertainment, domestic violence is not entertainment, doesn't mean that this show is not leaving people feeling hurt, resentment. And I don't want to put those type of emotions on anyone.
I just wanted to say one thing, because I know there's a lot of people that don't like me on this app, and they were saying some very cruel things in your comments.
I apologize for
Yes, you don't have to apologize for other people's things that they're saying down there. But
nobody up in here, and it's not okay.
They said, "Why did this come up a year later?" And I.
It doesn't matter when you decided to speak on it. You shouldn't have been put in a position to have to do that. So that's not on you. And I don't want you to feel like the timeline matters. It don't. It wouldn't be no timeline had I not committed the offense. So don't.
It was just that word, entertainment. That was it. And I was triggered by the word when you were talking to AJ and you said that it was entertainment. That was all. It just triggered me. And again, that's not your responsibility. And I do appreciate you saying that you'll be more mindful in the future about the cases and everything. Don't beat yourself up. You took accountability. You apologized. You spoke to me woman to woman, and that's all I wanted from the beginning, was just to have a conversation with you. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So
I'm glad we were able to have this conversation, and I regret that it even happened for us to be in this position in the first place.
I appreciate that. I really do. And just know the person that I am. Like I always say, I have made a lot of mistakes. I'm not perfect. I mess up a lot. But I do have a good heart and a forgiving heart. So I would like to move on from this. I would like to end this right here. I know other people are going to talk about it. I understand that people are going to recap it and all of that. But if you don't mind not continuing this, because they are saying some very cruel things in the comments, and
yes,
people coming up to talk to you is also like, it's just a lot because of the situation. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if you don't mind not continuing this, I would really appreciate that.
I will shut it down. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I mean, not a good night. I'm sorry. My mind is going all over the place. Have a good day. And thank you for this conversation.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So we're going to leave that alone. And we will move on. And I am asking, please be respectful in the comments. please. All right. We're going to move on to the next situation.